Well, it's good afternoon. We have a big day in front of us at Sandown today. Our very good friend, Mr. Peter Donegan, is sitting at home. Unfortunately, he's not well today, so there'll be Jenny and myself, and out at Sandown will be Brian Martin. Jenny, you're looking lovely once again.
Oh, thank you very much, Roy. This is an outfit from Blossom House, a Walter Christensen number, so thank you very much to them.
Look a bit like the Russian woman that jumped off the boat.
Oh, don't tell me the rest of it. I don't think I want to hear the rest of it.
Well, we do have a big card today out at Sandown. Probably best now if... as we are covering Sydney, Adelaide and Brisbane. Firstly, let's check the scratchings at the big card in Sydney today. In the first race is clear, also the second race. In race 3, scratch number 11 and 15. Race 4, scratch 12 and 13. Race 5 is all clear. Race 6, and we rolled over on that one, so we didn't pick it up.
Roy, those were the scratchings in Adelaide too today for the card. We will be covering races from Sandown, Sydney, Adelaide and Brisbane today, and we might take the opportunity to have a look at the approximates for Sydney if we can, because it's due to start at 12:10. So if we can take a look at the approximates, it'd be great. But I don't know whether we can at this stage.
They'll be coming up on our screen very shortly. The first race, as Jenny said, due to start at 12:10.
Things to report races 2 and 3 here at Sandown. From the 4th event, number 3 Toyd. Number 3 Toyd out of race number 4. In the 5th, the Zephyr Bay Plate. This is a very, very good field. It's the 1,000-metre race, and we have Jet Fighter, who's unproven in this type of ground. Jet Fighter is the top weight here, and the scratching is number 5, Call Me the Breeze. Now, the Adelaide handicap is race number 6, and the scratchings are 7 Light Show and number 17 Disputed, 7 and 17 out of race 6. Disputed was a late scratching this morning at 9:15. Now, the 7th event for the day, this is the Welter, second last on the card. Take out number 4 Winter, here number 12 Bow Moon, and number 15, which is Overstate. 4, 12 and 15 from race 7. And the last on the card is the Chairman's handicap, race 8, and we can take out here number 13 Sea Epic. So a total of 8 scratchings on a slow track. Weather is quite fine. There's a good break in the cloud at the moment. Sun's just getting through. It's a still type of day, and the track rating is slow. So there you have the Don Zatorre from Taj Bell. Racing Sydney.
She was second last out. Isadora missed it about a length or so, and Fine Blend on the inside and All Stormy showed the way from Shortery, and Our Pleasure moving up very quickly as they settle down. Followed at the head of the others, caught out pretty wide by Angelic Shine, and a length to Isadora Betrothal, and then Whiff and Best Sister Glomat. Sky Silver second last, and last of all is Row Lauren Bell. Going to the 800, not a lot of pace on. Fine Blend in front from Sky Silver going from the tail. All Stormy third, and then Isadora on the inside, followed by Our Pleasure, Shortery, Angelic Shine, Betrothal. One further back is Whiff Best Sister, then comes Row Lauren Bell, and last is Glomat. 500 out as they come towards the corner, and Fine Blend a half length on Sky Silver. One Isadora, who's parked third on the inside of All Stormy, and wider out as Our Pleasure, and then comes Angelic Shine. Homeward bound, and Fine Blend kicked away more than a length. Isadora, followed by Sky Silver and Our Pleasure, and a length further back is Shortery on the inside. 250 out now, and Fine Blend a length and a half clear on Isadora, followed on the outside next by Our Pleasure, then comes Betrothal, but Fine Blend holding them at the moment. Isadora a length and a half second, and Betrothal down the outside, but Fine Blend's a mile too good, and Fine Blend a half length. Second the fast finishing Betrothal, and third placing going to Isadora, followed in by Our Pleasure and All Stormy. Further back in the field then came Whiff, and Shortery pulling up quickly from Sky Silver and Angelic Shine. Glomat, Best Sister second last, and Row Lauren Bell was last.
Well, here's the first event in Sydney, and Fine Blend from stall number 1. She always had the rails.
Dan Nick Harnon's mount number 8 in Wavenham. They've jumped at Sandown.
Away they go. Roger and out. Norgren Force on the outside jumped away quickly. Blondo away well. Southerly Drift, and behind them settling down is the Grey Wavenden, followed by the Hiker when they settle with Ginormous. Over that first one, Norgren Force out wide in front, but he dipped badly at the first fence, and he's racing out deep, Norgren Force, and over that next he's about 2 in front, but very wide out from Southerly Drift. Wavendon getting up on the inside of him, and they're followed further back in the field by Questland. It's running fourth, and over on the inside of it, Ginormous, the hiker around Blondo. Then Just Return, and further back, Just Return slipped on the flat and dumped the rider. Just Return slipped on the flat, coming into the lane the first time, has dropped the rider, and coming down the straight to the second of 6 fences down here, Wavendon, Southerly Drift and Norguen Force. 3 to Questland, a length then to Ginormous, followed by the hiker. Blondo over on the inside of it, and they've got right away from Kanahai. Further back, Sniper's Moon and Roger and out back in the centre. At the third of 6 down the lane, here's the next one in front of the stand, and Wavendon jumped at a half, Southerly Drift. 2 or 3 then to Norguen Force, 2 further back Questland. 2 lengths to Ginormous on the inside of the hiker. 3 then to Blondo, a long gap, Just Return, the riderless horse there in front of Kanahai. Then Roger and out, and last of all Sniper's Moon. They've completed the fences down the steeple lane on the first round and going out of the straight. Wavendon strode away the grey, and out there with about 2,400 metres to go. He's out 4 or 5 lengths in front. Second placing Southerly Drift, 4 or 5 further back Norguen Force, 3 to Questland. The hikers moved up 3 deep around Ginormous on the inside, the favourite Blondo, and they're 10 lengths to Kanahai, Roger and out, and the Sniper's Moon. Heading to the back of the track now, and they race out there with about 1,800 metres to go, and the leader is Wavendon, the greys, travelling all right, and he's 3 lengths in front of Southerly Drift, 2 or 3 to Norguen Force, a half Questland, a length the hiker, and they're followed by Blondo on the inside of Ginormous at the base of the hill, a long gap to Kanahai, Roger and out, and Sniper's Moon. Over that one, climbing the hill here, Wavendon a length and a half to Southerly Drift as they race to the 1,600 peg. Over that, and Wavendon jumped at 2 lengths in front. Southerly Drift is second, a length for the back, Norguen Force, a half Questland. Blondo a length away, 5th on the fence, 2 then to the hiker, a length then to Ginormous at about 15 lengths, Kanahai, Roger and out, and Sniper's Moon can't keep up. There's a double fences coming up here with about 1,400 metres to go. Wavendon left alone in front, came to the first of the double, landed a length, Southerly Drift travelling nicely, second, a length further back. Here's Questland on the rail, third as they go to the second one there on top of the hill at the 1,200. 2 or 3 then to Blondo, he's close enough there from Norguen Force. A long gap in the field further back then to the hiker. Then came further back Ginormous, Roger and out, Kanahai, and forget Sniper's Moon. Coming down the hill now, they've got 1,000 to go and 4 fences to get over. Coming down now, the leader Wavendon about a length and a half in front of Southerly Drift. 2 lengths further back is Questland, 2 to Blondo. He hasn't called in the favourite yet. They're 8 lengths to Norguen Force and a gap to the hiker, Kanahai, Roger and out, and well back Ginormous. 4th last coming up. Over that one of the 950, Wavendon being tackled by Southerly Drift, who's a length away. 2 to Questland and 2 to Blondo. He's still giving them 5 lengths start. Over the 3rd last, and Wavendon jumped it well. A length in front of Southerly Drift, 2 to Questland running a bowl race, and 3 lengths further back Blondo. He's under pressure as they come around now with 2 fences to get over 500 out. And the leader is Wavendon, a half in front of Southerly Drift. Questland getting up on the fence, 2 to Blondo. Wavendon the grey went down to the second last. Blondo got tangled up with him, and Questland coming towards the last fence got up on the inside of Southerly Drift. They're 4 lengths to Blondo. The jumping's all over. Through the gap they come in. Questland hit the lead from Southerly Drift. 2 or 3 further back Blondo. I think he might have left it a little late, and Questland kicked away with 150 to go from Southerly Drift. Blondo battling on, but it's Questland for the money, and Questland is coming away to win the first. Questland by 2.5. Second, I reckon, Blondo and Nose on the inside from Southerly Drift third. A long way back then to Norguen Force. They're followed by Kanahai. Then came the hiker. Then Roger and out. Just coming in Ginormous, and coming through the gap and down the straight. The last one tail right off is Sniper's Moon. The 2 to come to grief in the first round was the one that slipped over on the flat, Just Return, before they faced the fences down the lane. And then the grey Wavendon, who was in front at the second last fence, and down he went. Cap, he's number 3. And he is the total 8.
Pretty tidy line. Highland Ranger dropped astern shortly afterwards. Sands Court actually won the start as they draw to the first hurdle, and will take them to it with Sovereign's Crest. Caradame put in a big leap. Our House seemed to fence it. He jumped very high. Caradame on the outside now as Chanada Dangle goes ahead of it. Manunder gets up on the rail, and only a length and a half to Highland Ranger. There's a bit of pace on in the early part as they come to the turn into the straight the first time, and Sands Court rider trying to settle her, but she wants to race. She's 2 in front now of Sovereign's Crest, settling second inside. inside of Chandler Gamble. A 2-length break in the field saw Men Under lead the second pack. Then came Caradam, it's outside, Highland Ranger the rail, and Our House. They've got 3 hurdles in the straight. Here's the first of the trio, and Sands Court got to it clear. By a couple to Sovereign's Crest, Men Under angling to get up on the inside and does so. Out wide a Chandler Gamble from Caradam, Highland Ranger and Our House. Over the second of the trio in the straight the first time, and here's the one coming to them in front of the stand. And the leader is Sands Court. He's able to settle her a bit better as she comes to this jump. Oh, she got into it hard with the 4 legs, but she landed a neck in advance of Chandler Gamble. Man Under buries up along the inside of Sovereign's Crest. A length and a half to 2 away Caradam. 1 length back on his outside is Our House, and sneaking up on the rail is Highland Ranger saving ground. Out of the straight they go. The next hurdle coming up near the 2,050 metre mark, and a new leader. After hitting that other hurdle, now Sands Court settles second behind Chandler Gamble, who risked it. Man Under nearly went down. He went through the jump. He lost about 4 lengths. And Highland Ranger had to check off his heels. The leader, Chandler Gamble, by 2 to Sands Court on the outside as they go over the 1,850 metre crossing with Sovereign's Crest. The Victorians running a nice race. 2.5 away to Our House on the outside of Caradam. 2 then to Man Under, who took a bit of sting out of himself when he hit that last hurdle. And then came Highland Ranger getting around him and getting a go on. But down the far side they travelled, and Chandler Gamble comes to the next one. Oh, he measured it very, very cautiously. Threw the head up in the air and he lost 3 lengths. Sovereign Crest and Sands Court grabbed him. 2 away then came Our House as they go to the next one. Chandler Gamble's run deep on the track and the others are packed up behind. Caradam's trailing up on the inside of Our House. 2 to Highland Ranger. He's only 4 off the lead as they go to the next hurdle. And last was Man Under over to line of 3. Chandler Gamble 3 deep. Sovereign's Crest the centre and Sands Court the rail and the trio. A length and a half Caradam saving valuable ground. It's been a pretty ride. On the outside Our House 1.5 to Highland Ranger poised behind them, and a length away then to Man Under getting going again. Down the side and Sands Court again the leader by a head. Sovereign's Crest, Chandler Gamble goes up to make a line of 3 as they come to the next hurdle down the side at the 1,000. Sands Court popped over it on terms with Sovereign's Crest. Chandler Gamble lost a half. It's drifted back to 3rd. Then came Our House, Caradam, and Highland Ranger comes at them over the next, and only a length of Man Under. There's only 3.5 lengths first to last. What a packing field. 800 to run. It's on in earnest as they go to the next one at the 750. And the leader is Sovereign Crest by a half to Highland Ranger coming at him and looking the big threat. Over on the inside, Sands Court. Then Our House, Chandler Gamble. Man Under's running on, and Caradam's held up for a run now on the rail. Can't get through. Inside the 600, 2 to jump. Highland Ranger. Age doesn't weary him. He drew a length in front now of in second position Sovereign Crest, and he keeps the old-timer going as they turn with 400 to run. It's Highland Ranger drawing out. 3 in front of Sovereign Crest, Sands Court. 2 to jump, Highland Ranger. 6 in front, he shot away. In second position, Sovereign Crest, Our House, Man Under out wide, and then Sands Court. Caradam can't go on. He's only got to jump the last, the old-timer. Oh, beautiful flip over the last. He sailed away, and Highland Ranger, 11 years, rising 12. What a grand galloper he's been, and he's got another victory today. Highland Ranger by 7 lengths to Our House, who got second. 3rd, Sovereign Crest. 4th, Caradam. Man Under, Sands Court, and Chandler Gamble.
Well, there he is. What a lovely old galloper, eh? 90 starts, rising 12 years of age. Highland Ranger, number 3, the winner there. From number 7, Our House. And Ron's call, Sovereign's Crest 3rd. The dividends will be paid on 1st and 2nd only, with only 7 running there on the opening race in Adelaide.
Going up towards the leading bunch, and so is Egotistico. Out wide is Red Triumph. He's going up, but he's out fairly deep at the moment, but he's looming up into 3rd place on the outside. Open the gate's going to settle midfield on the outside of Clyde. 1 to Bonnie Scott, Nippy Star. Move closer, getting back. Cool Card second last, and Glenn's Choice immediately drops out last. Onto the first bend, they leave the 1,000-metre point behind them. There looks as though there's plenty of speed on. Rio Brave, the leader. He's a length in front. Red Triumph going pretty easily, running second. 2 to Unique Memento, 3 to Egotistico. 1.5 to Principium, 1 to Tatoga, then Bonnie Scott on the outside of Open the Gate and Clyde. Further back came Move Closer, Nippy Star, then Cool Card and Glenn's Choice last of all. 600 metres out, Rio Brave still the leader, 2 in front. Running second is Red Triumph. A length away 3rd, Unique Memento. A break of 3 lengths to Egotistical, then Bonnie Scott, and Open the Gate. Principium over on the inside. Well back, Cool Card, and then Clyde pull to the outside, Move Closer. Then Nippy Star and Glenn's Choice. 350 metres to go, and the big grey strides up on the outside, Unique Memento, and he dashes to the front from Red Triumph. Gone at the moment is Egotistical. Rio Brave dropping out of it. Picking up ground on the outside, Bonnie Scott, but Unique Memento is nicely clear with 100 yards to go. He's holding them. In fact, he's going away from them, and he's going to win it pretty easily. Unique Memento first, Red Triumph second, Egotistical third, then Cool Card, followed in by Bonnie Scott and To Take a Nippy Star. Open the Gate, never in the call, really. Then Principium. Well back was Clyde Glenn's Choice, and the last couple at home, Move Closer and Rio Brave.
Unique Memento, the winner of the opening race by Memento. Darren Beedman, the winning rider there, a 3-year-old colt. 14.20, a trifecta of $157.90. It's 11, 1 and 12. They're interim totes on the first decided from Eagle Farm. You're racing, and there's lots of racing action from Sandown, from Morfordville, from Rosehill, from Eagle Farm. You're with us here with Seven and Grandstand. We'll take this break.
Here at
From Sydney, 3, 1 and 2, and we have correct weight over there for Fine Blend, 155 and 85. Betrothal number 1, 80, and Isadora, one to follow out of the race because she played up very badly in the stalls. Number 2, Isadora third. 65, a Quinella of $6.80, and a trifecta of $17.90 for 312, the first at Rose Hill. Sandown, the Boulder winning the first here, the Steeple, number 6, Questland, $52.05 and $7. 2, the favourite second, Blondo, a little bit unlucky, 75, and 3, Southerly Drift, 75. Quinella 48.65, a trifecta of $903.70 for 6, 2 and 3 on race 1 and correct weight at Sandown. And we've got the approximate dividends now for the second from Morfordville. Let's have a look at the odds showing over there for race number 2 at Morfordville. 25 and 85 Highland Ranger. Our House 205, no third for Sovereign's Crest. Quinella 765 and the trifecta $144.85 for 3, 7 and 5 on the opening race from Morfordville with correct weight 3, 7 and 5. Now, candidates coming into the mounting yard for the second event here today at Sandown. The top weight here is English Charm. English Charm, Brandy Bay and also Nionic, with 3 mares that were due to start on the Steve's Lumley final at Caulfield last Saturday. They joined Ian Craig. He's ready now for the second.
This time it was a beautiful start, and at the end of 100, Dazzle showing great speed, straight to the lead now from Macro Girl. Moving up rather quickly is Chinese Festival, followed by Classic Victory, Stately Image, a length Short Black, and then White Glen. Nyako Beauty second last, Absolute Bayzari. By the 850, and Dazzle about 3/4 of a length on Chinese Festival, keeping Dazzle at it. 2.5 lengths away third is Macro Girl on the inside of Classic Victory, and then Stately Image, followed by Short Black. White Glen the inside, 2.5. Second last Bayzari, and Nyako Beauty brings up the rear. By the 600, Dazzle 3/4 to a length Chinese Festival, 2.5 Macro Girl ridden along. Then Classic Victory, Stately Image, followed by Short Black, White Glen, Bayzari, and still last is Nyako Beauty. Straightening up by the 400, Dazzle 3/4 Chinese Festival. Classic Victory on the outside is coming into the picture very quickly, and then Stately Image and Short Black trying to get clear, and here's Bayzari at the 200. Short Black gets the run through on the inside to chase Classic Victory. Bayzari on the outside overhauling them. Bayzari races to the lead from Classic Victory and Short Black, and Bayzari is coming away, and Bayzari from Maruya wins the money. Second place in Classic Victory, third Short Black, followed home by Stately Image and then Nyako Beauty and Macro Girl. Further back, White Glen, second last Chinese Festival, and Dazzle has knocked up to run last.
Right, the winner there, Bayzari, Shane Dye. This mare's had 12 wins now from 43 runs. She's trained at Moyura, wherever it may be. Number 4, Bayzari, strong winner over Classic Victory number 1, and a third on the inside of Classic Victory will go to number 2, Short Black. Now they're ready to run. Lights on, racing now. Brandy Bay did miss the start. Brandy Bay's last when they settle down with Top of the Silks and Anna Redaway. Quickly on the outside, Serena Fear. English Charm out in a hurry today is running second. 2 lengths, Polita followed on the outside of it by Hidden Destiny at the 1400. A length further back then Mestino, Walhalla Girl and Vino Veritas, then Brandy Bay. Beatrice Levette, 3 deep is Top of the Silks, and Anaret brought up the rear. Inside the 1300 metre mark, and the leader is Serena Fear. 2 lengths English Charm. 2 further back Polita, a length into Hidden Destiny. 2 to Walhalla Girl, Mestino. Mestino. Out 3 deep, top of the Silks, a length in Vino Veritas, and the outside of Beatrice Levette. A length into Brandy Bay, second last and a half. On the outside of it is Anarette. Around the turn of the 1,000-metre mark, and Serena Fear striding out 2 lengths to English Charm, getting a nice run second. A length and a half third, Polita ahead fourth. On the outside of it, Hidden Destiny. Then top of the Silks has been wide. It's up to fifth. A length further back, Walhalla Girl Mestino. A length into Invino Veritas. Then Brandy Bay pulled to the outside, followed by Beatrice Levette and Anarette last of all. Coming up with about 700 metres to go, and English Charm strode up and joined the leader, Serena Fear. A length and a half Polita, a half further back than top of the Silks. 2 to Brandy Bay around Invino Veritas, Hidden Destiny, Walhalla Girl Mestino. Then Beatrice Levette and Anarette under the whip last of all, but English Charm strode to the front of the 300-metre mark. Put 3 lengths now on Polita second. Then Serena Fear struggling, a gap to top of the Silks, Brandy Bay, and then Invino Veritas. English Charm is well out in front of the 200-metre mark. 4 lengths in front of Polita. Top of the Silks, Invino Veritas. Further back with Beatrice Levette. But English Charm will walk in, wins it about 3 lengths in the run home. Polita will hang on and get second, and Invino Veritas a half away third. Then Beatrice Levette, top of the Silks, a long gap to Brandy Bay, who missed the jump. Then further back, Serena Fear from Anarette, never a chance. Then Hidden Destiny, and the last 2, Walhalla Girl and Mestino. And there's a very... 5 and 90. On correct weight, they will be official. 255 and 90. Number 8, Colita, $1.95, and third, Invino Veritas, $1.90. Quinella dividend of $29.30. The trifecta $383. $383. The trifecta $186. And the race to race double. Just checking that now, $619.65. $619.65. Their totes for 186 on race number 2. Now,
one of the best away, Impulsive Lord, with Sincerely Yours going up to the early lead now. To the end splits them. Change of Habit caught deep in a packed field, and Palazam was one of the last with Geezer in a group. Wizimo's 4 deep, and Novell gets up on the rail. Shortly after, we sought out a leader. Sincerely Yours draws 3/4 of a length in advance as they run by the 1200 point now from Change of Habit, who's going up on the outside, and he's allowed him to get away now. And Change of Habit runs past the 1200 by a length to Sincerely Yours. Wizimo over on the inside to the end from Geezer around it, and then a length away to Novell the inside. And the last pair are Impulsive Lord and Palazam. So they go by the 1,000-metre point, and Change of Habit. He's under a hold again. He's only a length and a quarter in front, but he's doing it easily at the moment. Sincerely Yours second on the inside. Novell goes up to third. Geezer's off around them fourth. Might get a bit of life into the race. They've gone fairly ordinarily time-wise up to the 800. In that pack too was Novell, and they were followed by Wizimo under some pressure. Getting up on the inside, Impulsive Lord, and last is Palazam. Change of Habit is just the leader as they come towards the turn now by the 600-metre mark. On the inside, Sincerely Yours goes up on his inside to go through to join him, but he's keeping Change of Habit wide by design, I feel, as they come to the turn into the straight and run to the 400. To the end, moves up on the outside. It issues a prominent threat. Then Novell, followed further back by Sincerely Yours, taking the shortcut. Impulsive Lord and Palazam, they rev up in the straight, clear of Wizimo and Geezer, and it's now to the end, the outside, and Change of Habit at the 200. Change of Habit 6 or 7 horses away from the rail and neck in front of To the End, trying hard. It's To the End and Change of Habit. Change of Habit from To the End, and then Novell. Change of Habit is too good. He's too classy. He's a very, very smart type, Change of Habit, and wins a length and a quarter, and won it pretty softly too, I might add. To the End second, third, 3 away Novell. Then Wizimo followed further back behind those by Palazam, and then Impulsive Lord, and then Sincerely Yours and Geezer along last.
Good performance there by Change of Habit. There was a bit of a worry about the horse on the ground today, but he's gone through it okay, and he's defeated To the End and Novell. He's had 10 wins now from 17 starts, Change of Habit. And on a heavy track, 3-year-old colt, he's carried 57.5 kilos. And the winner, Unique Memento, won well. Number 11, 185 and 90. Second placing to number 12, Egotistical on Protest, $1.80. And third one, Red Triumph, $1.45. 12.10 the Quinella, and the trifecta, 11.12.1, 11.12.1, $152.40. 152.40, 11.12.1 for the trifecta there. Brisbane race number 2, and they're off and racing.
Well, Tats Road was one of the first to break the line. He's the leader from Datum Point and Portland Rose, orange and green. All Dunedin showing speed from out wide, coming across into a handy position. Aces and Kings began quite well, although he is trapped a little bit wide. He is going to take up a spot about midfield. River's Edge going up towards the leaders. On settling down and coming across from out wide, All Dunedin is the leader. It's All Dunedin taking over to lead by a length on Cats Road, and ahead away third is Datum Point, Portland Rose, River's Edge and Stapleton Lass, followed by Aces and Kings on the outside of Orange and Green. One to Noble Paradise, who's trapped a little bit wide, but she's improving her position now. She's moving up on the outside of Aces and Kings. Regal Bet and Lisa Loves Diamond well back in the field with Captain Queeg, and then Vales, Hadrian's Valet, and dropping out towards the rear of the field is Glen Locken. As they come towards the crossing, 650 metres to go. All Dunedin a half in front of River's Edge. Tats Road locked away third on the inside. A half to Datum Point, and then Stapleton Lass, Portland Rose on the inside. One further back to Aces and Kings in the middle and pushed along a little bit. Noble Paradise going forward. Captain Queeg is next on the outside, straightening up 400 metres to go. All Dunedin a length in front of River's Edge. Datum Point has now popped the big question. He's running on gamely on the outside. Tats Road behind them, then Orange and Green, Stapleton Lass and Noble Paradise out wide. Aces and Kings can't win. All Dunedin still the leader. 100 metres to go. Tats Road coming after him on the outside. All Dunedin, he's giving plenty. He's a length in front. Tats Road can't reach him at the moment. Neither can River's Edge. All Dunedin in front. They hit it, and he's won it. All Dunedin first. River's Edge second. Third, probably Tats Road, and then Datum Point and Stapleton Lass, Noble Paradise, Aces and Kings and Captain Queeg. The next one in then was Regal Bet with Portland Rose. Further back in the field, Orange and Green, and then Glen Loughlin. Well back to Hadrian's Valet with Lisa Loves Diamond, and the last one home was Vales.
Now, All Dunedin looks to have just lasted down on the inside there. There were a swarm of them coming out after him, but 975, 275, one classic victory at 70, and two short black 75. 15.20 for the Quinella, and the trifecta for race 2 at Rose Hill, 4, 1 and 2, $241.80. Melbourne for Sandown, English Charm with correct weight, 186, English Charm, 255 and 90. Polita number 8, 195, and 6 and Vino Veritas, $1.90. Quinella 29.30, trifecta $383 even for 1, 8 and 6. And the first running double 6 and 1, $619.65. Now, we have correct weight, correct second 65, and number 2 Novell third 85. Quinella of $2.20, a trifecta dividend for 1, 8 and 2 of $7.10. It's a busy day, lots of racing. Hope you're backing a winner. Grandstand your program with the cameras from 7. We'll take this commercial break. Turning on the toad, $8.80 and $2.40. 12 River's Edge at $1.45 and 11 Tats Road, $2.75. 2.12.11 with correct weight for race 2 in Brisbane. Quinella $36.65 and a trifecta there for 2.12.11 of $1,343.35. $1,343.35 for 2.12.11 race 2 at Eagle Farm. Now at Rose, we'll join Ian Craig. Toad favourite is Cosmopolitan, number 1. Here's Ian.
And on the inside, Unforeseen, one of the best to begin. Headed by Cosmopolitan, Summer Vice going smartly with Black Routine, and then Run Straight Run and Responding, followed by Nordic Mission, and then comes Immalanche and Hakapiro. Well back in the field, but starting to make a little ground Portfolio. Sindel losing leeway, followed by Lord Gordy and Fiery Reasons last. Going to the side of the track, and Cosmopolitan shows the way. It's about 3/4 Black Routine. Unforeseen third, and wider out as Summer Vice, followed by Hakapiro, and then comes on the inside Immalanche, a half to Portfolio the outer, 1 to Run Straight Run, followed on the inside next by Lord Gordy over Responding, Sindel hard ridden from Fiery Reason, and last is Nordic Mission onto the corner at the 500 metres, and Cosmopolitan leads nicely, a length and a quarter Black Routine, Unforeseen on the inside, and then Summer Vice and Hakapiro, Immalanche, and Portfolio would need to get a move on, and the riders pulled the whip on it. Black Routine goes after Cosmopolitan, approaching the 200. Unforeseen the rail, Summer Vice running a good event, and forget about Portfolio. Run Straight Run starting to pick up the bit, but Black Routine joins Cosmopolitan, and here comes Run Straight Run. Run Straight Run after Black Routine. Run Straight Run is collaring in Black Routine, and an impressive win. Run Straight Run from Black Routine, third Cosmopolitan. Then Fiery Reason, Summer Vice, followed by Hakapiro. Further back Unforeseen, and then a break Lord Gordy. Portfolio disappointed from Responding, Immalanche and Sindel, and last